Hey Virgo, it's Amber here, Persephone's Journey Tarot. Hope you're very well. This is your love reading for August 2019. We did look at how your partner feels about you, what their intentions are, any hidden things that you don't know about, what the expected outcome is, and also a sneak peek into the past to see what could have led to this moment, this current moment. Sorry about the loud shuffling. But yeah, I hope that you're all well and enjoying your Sunday evening. So yeah, while I'm shuffling, I might as well let you know that I do have a merchandise store on Teespring where I sell astrology related kind of mugs and cushions and all sorts of stuff. I've also got these really cute and quirky postcards that you can send to that special Virgo or any special person with a star sign. I've got 12 different designs. When you click through to the extended, you get to see you get to see your sign in detail, because I actually decorate the readings with that. But yeah, also on my Instagram account, you get to see all the designs as well. So just look up Persephone's Journey Tarot on Instagram and you will see it there. So yes, I'll go ahead and get started with Virgo. Okay, how does Virgo's partner feel? Oh gosh, they're all falling out. I'm going to take that one. What does Virgo need to know? What's Virgo's partner's intentions? What's the likely outcome? And what's led up to this point? Thank you. Okay. So we've got the Four of Swords at the base of the reading and the Queen of Cups here. So it looks like you're quite in love, Virgo. Definitely in your more nurturing energy. This could be being more nurturing to yourself, taking some time out, definitely with the Four of Swords. Maybe having a bit of quiet time, and the Hermit card as well confirms that. So yeah. Sorry, just ate some. Doesn't want to go down. Alright, so in the near future, we do seem to have some sort of commitment or promise possibly being made here. Maybe even a bit of stubbornness here, or maybe a Taurus is involved. But it's good to see these two major arcanas, because it helps to kind of show that you are kind of that there's some significant events happening and they could be quite important to your personal growth. So yeah, I think you're getting more closer, definitely in the near future, with regards to what it is that really matters to you, your values, where your lines are drawn as well, and possibly even kind of recognizing your own power here. And yeah, in the position of your intentions, we've got the Hermit card. So it looks as if you intend to possibly spend some time alone. You know, if you are singles, I always find that this part of the reading, when I lay the first kind of layer of the cards out, it kind of speaks to more you as an individual, even away from the relationship. So this kind of really pertains to singles. So if you are currently single, it does look as if you are deliberately taking time out to really figure out what it is that you want. You have a vision to start to maybe try to manifest, focus, visualize what it is that you really want in a partner, away from all the frills. You'll get, or even thrills and frills. You seem to be getting away from the kind of fairy tale notion about relationships and becoming a lot more grounded. You now see things from a kind of higher perspective, and you may be deliberately taking time away from your partner or just from dating possibly, because you want to find a long-term relationship, one that really matters and suits your values and supports like your lifestyle, that supports who you are, that you feel in tune with. The Hierophant card is quite a good card to get, I think, for relationships, even for singles, because it just shows that you're kind of preparing yourself for the real thing, or you are to expect the real thing, a commitment. And there's also a sense of empowerment as well with the Hierophant card, gaining higher knowledge as well. So really getting clear, maybe even educating yourself to an extent, seeking information about relationships, learning about love. Yeah, because in the past here we've got the Eight of Swords, so you maybe had a lot of doubts about love, didn't really, you're not really feeling that brave or confident about making moves or taking action when it comes to your love and relationships. Maybe the way that you're thinking about them as well in the past has been very clouded by just negative situations, or negative outcomes to relationships, and maybe you just don't really even trust your own judgment anymore. That's what the Eight of Swords would represent. And also maybe having a lot of other people giving their opinion also, maybe unwanted, but definitely interfering with your own judgment. And it's good to see you here coming out as a Hierophant, because you do start to actually seek your own counsel. And also I just feel like you're really getting some sort of insight, maybe spiritual insight as well, especially with the Hermit card. That does tend to happen. And the Four of Swords, it's very meditative, so you do actually start to go within and you get a lot of answers from within. And I think that results in you also nurturing yourself, being compassionate to yourself, healing any wounds as well. Again, the Queen of Cups is a good friend, is a counselor type person. She's always going to listen. She's always going to be there to give you that hug and things like that. So you could be kind of giving yourself a lot of that energy as well, really feeding into yourself, and even maybe eating well when it comes to feeding as well. Eating well and sorry, looking after yourself. And I do get the sense here as well with the Four of Swords that you are healing, you are kind of licking your wounds in a way, but doing it, alone, doing it for yourself, not looking outside for that help, and also taking quiet time, as I said, to be on your own and reflect. The Queen of Cups is also something that's quite reflective. And also quite emotional. So it's like, I think you're just giving yourself a lot of love, and you're actually quite a loving person as well this month. Not like you're not every other month, but you are definitely a lot more loving. I think you are kind of moving out of this phase of fear and learning maybe that the more love you show yourself, the more love you can possibly give to other people as well. So yeah, it's really quite a lovely energy actually. So if you are seeing someone, they are taking their time here with the Knight of Pentacles. They could be slightly younger than you as well, or maybe a bit more immature. Why does my throat? Sorry, guys. I just ate coconut rice, and I think that it's just, yeah, it's not working with my voice box. Anyway. They may be quite undecided as well. That could be why they're taking their time here with the Seven of Cups. And if that is the case, you are feeling quite emotional about that. You may really care about this person. Again, you are looking towards the past here if you are in a relationship or with someone. The past is affecting your present state. And I think this person is just making you feel a little bit emotional because they can't seem to decide what it is that they want. This person maybe even be a bit of a daydreamer. They could kind of make you be more emotional because of their own, kind of send you on a bit of an emotional roller coaster to an extent. Because they're so undecided and they're not sure about where they're coming from or what they want. They're still figuring that out, so that it may take some time with the Knight of Pentacles here before they actually figure out what it is, where they're going and what they want. So they're very much in a reflective time themselves, and maybe you're being left here to be the understanding one. Again, the Queen of Cups is probably the most likely of the queens to put herself second and to think about the other person and be understanding and be empathetic and be sympathetic. And I think you are being that way with this person. And you know, that could be a good thing, you know. It's not all bad. Maybe this person does need time. You know, maybe it's not all that bad. This person maybe just needs time to really figure out what it is that they want, where they're going, and what they're trying to achieve here. But until they do that, it's keeping them still. And it could be an earth sign that you're dealing with as well. There could be this Virgo that you're quite focused on or expect to be kind of with in the future. So then we've got the Four of Swords for you. Taking some time out. So you are maybe deliberately not speaking to this person, not really trying to spark up any conversation with this person until maybe they're more clear on what they want. And for them, we see them here with the Judgment card. Again, 2 major arcanas for them. So this is a big decision for them. They do actually, they've come to a point now where they are starting to gain more clarity over what it is that at least you have to offer, I think. And what it is that they want. I think they are getting more clarification here and clarity. Sorry, with the Judgment card here. It's also Sagittarius energy here as well. And then we've got more water sign energy here. I don't know if there's a Pisces that possibly could be involved. We've got a lot of major arcanas popping up here. It could also be an air sign with the 2 air signs coming out as well. But we definitely got strong water elements here. And strong earth. Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn are here. But only 1 fire energy, so yeah. But yeah, with the Moon card, it does look like really what's going on is fear for them. There may be too many unknowns for them. Maybe they feel like they need to kind of investigate more, get more information, and get to know you better. Maybe that's what it is as well with the Moon card. I mean, that's how they may be feeling like they need it. They may not need that. Maybe there's nothing more to know about you. Maybe you're a pretty open book, you know, maybe. But for them, they feel that they may need more information. They feel like maybe there's more to be revealed. I think your silence as well is making them feel quite uncomfortable. They don't know what you're thinking. And in fact, the quietness could actually be causing them to make them realize more of what it is that they do want. They are getting close to that point with the Judgment card here. But the Moon card does show me that there is a lot of fear that comes up for them. They are quite confused. They really don't know what it is they want because there's too much fear that creeps in for them. And they may also be quite feel out of sorts. Like they don't feel like they're at home. They feel like they're entering into very new territory. So this person may not be the type to really fall in love that easily. And this can also mean an overwhelm, like being literally overwhelmed with emotion. You are being represented by the Queen of Cups, so maybe you have come on a bit strong emotionally. Maybe you've completely, like I said, been some sort of open book and really been emotionally, like very emotionally available. And maybe this person isn't really used to that. And I think it kind of throws them off a little bit as well, because they're not maybe very in touch with their emotions, but they are coming to realize that there's a lot of things that are buried deep within them that are now all coming to the surface. And the things that are coming to the surface are not necessarily things that they understand. It's still all, it may make them feel even more confused. However, at least they are clear, at least they're getting something back, at least there's some information that they can kind of seem to work with that's coming up. and it may take them time to learn to trust their feelings a bit more, and to kind of go with the flow and not always have a definite outcome. You know, this person may really like definite outcomes, a lot of facts and figures. And I don't think that, you know, love doesn't work that way. And definitely in the state that you're in, you're not in that kind of flow. So you're very much in an emotional state. So yeah, I think that they're challenged by that. However, they are major arcana, so they are growing through this process. They're becoming better at making these kind of decisions. So in the past, we have the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Rods. So they may have been holding on quite tightly to you in the past, and saw you as someone that maybe was more the Queen of Swords. Someone who was quite defensive, didn't really let people in, had loads of questions, not very trusting, maybe took things as a bit of a joke all the time, and not as a joke, but you know, didn't really, being quite kind of surface level, maybe being more superficial with things. Whereas now it's like obviously you've moved into a much more deeper state. But in the past, that's how it was. It was all maybe quite light-hearted. You were very good with your words. It was just a lot of banter, maybe as well between you two. Again, not really letting them in, you know. And they felt a bit challenged by that. However, this person did not want to let go of you, and there was a lot of passion there. I think they quite liked that side of you, even if it was challenging. They definitely, I feel, because they're holding on to that, they're holding on to you. I think they liked the challenge of you kind of maybe being a bit tougher and being a bit more standoffish. And now it's all new. They've seen another side of you. You've revealed your more emotional side maybe, and it's kind of thrown them off a little bit, I think. So your partner's intentions is the Devil card and the Five of Coins, and then we've got the Three of Wands, the base of the deck. So I'll pull out the last cards and lay this down. Okay, we got two cards that came out. Okay, so this person intends, again with the Devil card here, not to let go of the situation. They will hold on quite tightly to this, again because of a strong sexual attraction, and feeling like they can't let go. There's maybe a slight obsessional energy from them to you as well. There's a very deep connection here to you, a very emotional, deep emotional stirrings that they have towards you. And again, they don't want to let go. With the Five of Coins as well, it could suggest that this person really wants to stick with you through thick and thin. Maybe they do want some time to really think about this, and maybe that's why you're being so compassionate, because you know they just want some more time. The Devil card, I mean, these two cards traditionally are not really the most positive cards. So, I mean, if I was to read it in a more negative way, the Five of Coins could be that this person does expect to be kind of left out of the cold, left out in the cold by you. Maybe they're thinking you're not going to stick around. There is some sort of worry here, some concern. But again, this person doesn't want to let you go. I can't read the Devil card really any other way in this reading. it looks like this person's just quite fixated on you. They're not intended to let you go, regardless if it's good or bad for you or them. Which is something to kind of think about as well. I mean, if this person um, doesn't care, in a sense, possibly if they hurt you or not, there's that potential as well. It's more about their own gratification, their own needs being met. There's the potential there for that as well. Very selfish, insatiable kind of energy where all reason goes out the window and they get fixated on just having you, not wanting to let go again, come hell or high water, no matter who gets hurt, no matter what bruises or cuts, have to be endured. And this could be, like I said, it could be more positive, where this person just really is like, I don't care, I intend to stick with this person no matter what, no matter how hard it gets, I'm going to stick with them. But it could also be a warning to you as well, Virgo, that this person wants you no matter what, even if it means hurting you. They will take their time, they will stay in indecision maybe, or just have a very selfish approach to it, and just really think about what they're going to get out of the situation. Let me clarify that, I guess, in the extended. But we've got the Hierophant card here as well. So yeah, we do see you kind of taking some sort of higher ground, putting a line in the sand, being quite stubborn, being the more immovable object, where they may be the unstoppable force. You do come out as the immovable object. So regardless of whatever they're doing, you found your voice, you found your truth. You know your values and you know your standards. You're aware of your value, basically, and you won't. I don't think you'll let anyone in unless they have, acquired the key, which will be, the key would be respect, honor, all of that good stuff, and I guess love. Now, they in the future have the Strength card and the Ace of Pentacles. So they actually do move into a position of finally being able to connect to their higher self, because the Devil card isn't connected to their higher self, really. So luckily, I mean, this is just what's being projected. This is what they expect to happen. They expect things to kind of be difficult, and they're going to be clinging on to you and obsessional. But actually, in the near future, we see them come out quite strong, and I think they do actually. So there may be a lot of fear about what's going to happen for them, because this is about worry. So this person does fear losing you, fear being left out in the cold. There's a lot of fear here, and they feel that there's a possibility that they'll just be grasping on, for things. And you do intend to take time out and really think about what it is that you want. So they are picking up on the energy of you maybe kind of stepping back a little bit. But yeah, as I said, they come out quite strong. They actually do connect to their higher self and learn how to tame this maybe more insatiable, egoic kind of energy that they may have, and make a commitment here. Actually choose a path for the long term. So this may be what happens, is you actually do get this long-term relationship, or this commitment, this promise made, this promise to and committing to doing the right thing, because both of these cards talked about doing the right thing. And it could be an earth sign, it could be a Capricorn. I mean, we've got Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo here. The Justice card also wanted to come out as well, which can talk about marriage or long-term commitments, final decisions and judgments being made. So this person does, thankfully, actually come to some sort of clarity and making a decision where they are confused and they don't really know what they want and taking their time. They do actually make a commitment and they do actually weigh things up and reach an inner truth. They do find balance within, where there is all this confusion and upheaval and revelations and all this stuff going on within them. They do actually take action, it looks like, and makes a decision to make a commitment. Okay. We have the Three of Wands. I'll quickly close out the reading. We have the Three of Wands here. So yeah, Spirit is saying that you may need to be patient and have a positive outlook on the situation. This also talks about being vulnerable as well, taking a chance, doing all that you can. Maybe it's a case of accepting that you've done all you can and all you can do now is wait and be positive. If you are waiting for an answer from this person, I feel that you will get a judgment. And it looks as if it will be a commitment with the Ace of Pentacles. It will be this promise of a long-term relationship or someone saying that, yes, I actually have chosen to be and settle down with you. And then we do have this like lovely new beginning here that is quite inspired and maybe even a little bit spiritual. So yeah, there is a new start for you here, Virgo. That's two aces as well. And the High Priestess. I always see the High Priestess as Virgo. But yeah, again, this is about following your intuition. This is about going within as well, knowing yourself, managing your own emotions, keeping a good perspective as well. And this is also about not saying too much, but observing what's going on, gaining understanding without talking, but through observation, and keeping what you know as well. So I think there's a lot to be learned by watching how this person behaves. Okay, you're going to get a lot of answers yourself. You are very intuitive right now, possibly even psychic. So for some reason, I feel that you're not to kind of, again, there's more of a receptive energy to you. The more receptive you are, possibly even the more quiet you are, the more, and it even shows here, the more quiet you are, the more I think this person is able to make a decision. There's more of a understanding exactly maybe of what they're missing, especially with the Hermit card here. They'll be grasping for you, like the Devil card, and really feel like they've lost you. So there is this kind of energy of you kind of setting a standard, pulling back, being patient, knowing that you've done enough, and then waiting to see if this person actually does recognize your worth or recognize what they have with you, and moving it forward and making that commitment. But it looks like the best case scenario is this person does actually learn to be more balanced. And make a decision. Okay, so I'm going to take this through to the extended. I hope to see you there. Take good care, Virgo. Bye.